What has been most challenging building a business with family?
I would say building a business with family always has challenges, because you've got personalities of people, and you're going to see the family members whether the business succeeds or fails. So you've got to take that into account and make sure that I think that you got to make sure that you're just open and honest with them about expectations of them to participate in the business or not, right? Financial commitment, if any, and understanding your sort of time frame and how you're going to measure success. And it's hard, because your family oftentimes will be the ones to say, why are you doing this? You can go get a job and make money. It's a known entity. I remember when I started the business, I told my father that I was doing this, and he said, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard." you know, and here he was. He's an educator, lifelong educator and administrator. He could see his career at 25, right, in his third year of teaching, and then he could see his career, charted out, and this is what he's going to make, and what I realized was he really came at life just different than I did, right? I looked at it as, what did I lose? I can always get a job, right? I'm smart, somebody will hire me, and maybe it's not the perfect career track or whatever, but I kind of looked at it from the downside and said, it's not that painful. But that family, and then he's not really in the business. My mother is in the business because they're divorced, and working with my mother is just, she's really become more of just an advisor to the business today. She was very helpful with the first two revolutions that we went through, and now we're on a third. The third one she doesn't really know much about, so she is happy to offer her opinion and encouragement and support, but just not her sort of bailiwick. But on the first two, she was very much involved, and so a lot of back and forth, and you just work with them in ways that you never did. But it certainly, I think, for us, I think it's expanded our friendship. It's expanded our relationship. As mother and son, and it's always something for me. It's always something I like to talk about, right? So, I'm not as interested in talking about, okay, what happened to the high school grad that just got married and, it was in the paper, right? This is something where, we can kind of relate and talk about it at a different level and really have a dialogue that, is positive, and, it's great. So she's probably the biggest supporter of what we're doing, and, hopefully it succeeds, and, we both make a little bit of money at it.